Today, we're at the Meadow Gate development by Stonewood Homes, and we're going to get to take a look around this 4-bedroom show home. Now, this is one of 6 different styles of homes on this development, and prices start at £395,000. The one we're going to be looking at is the Grittleton, and this is £550,000. Now, we are nestled in the northern tip of the Mendip Hills, which is around 30 minutes or so from Bristol city centre, and about 15 minutes from Bristol Airport. Don't worry though, you're not on the flight path, so the planes won't be flying overhead. Let's take a look at what we've got in store. Now, as we're actually looking at a show home today, normally we would be going through the front of the property, as you'd expect, but it's actually gated off. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little walk down through the actual development, and we're going to go in through the rear of the property. The development is actually itself beautifully scaped because it's not really extensive. It's only around 49 homes that you've actually got on here, and there are 6 different styles of homes. You can really get a feel of the community that they're trying to put together. Now, if you did need a little bit more persuasion in countryside living, how about Thatcher's Cider Factory and their flagship pub being here in your very own new future village? How exciting is that? Obviously, that we do have a garage that comes included with this particular property. Not all of them do have garages, and that would be reflected in the price. There's also a mixture between the render, the stone, and the brickwork in terms of the properties. Some other features that I really like that they've come up with on this development are things like this. The fact that you've got an electric charge point on each of the properties. So if you already have an electric car, or if you're thinking about getting one, you're already set to go. But let's take a look at the garden that's going to be coming included, because this for me really gives you a bit of an understanding and an idea as to how your property could actually start to look, because this is a really beautifully landscaped garden that you've got here. It really gives you an idea what you could do with this kind of space. You've even got like a little hedgehog hut down there as well. But for me, nice sizable patio, great for barbecues, summertime dining, beautiful set of double doors which lead you into the kitchen dining area that we're going to take a look at first. And obviously the heat pump is out the side here because all new build homes now work with heat pumps, and that's what's going to be providing the heating in the upstairs portion. But let's take a look at the heart of this home, the kitchen. Okay, that's better. Coat off, ready to go. Feeling a bit warmer now. Now, I wanted to show you the kitchen first of all, because when I was first showed around this house, if you look at just first of all the cabinetry, I mean, one, it's a beautiful colour. And by the way, the sooner that you actually do get into purchasing one of these properties, if you wanted to go for one, the more options you actually have with regards to the cabinetries and the colours. So if I open these, for example, these beautiful kind of oak style handle holes that you've got in here make it just one very, very comfortable when you are going to be opening and closing the cupboards, instead of having an abrasive, sharp angled finish. But you've also got an incredible amount of storage, because the entire kitchen range is from Sigma 3, and this is their masterclass range. So the quality is absolutely fantastic, and I do love that you can kind of use this kitchen. You can be a little bit heavy-handed with it, and it's going to take that, including these beautiful silestone worktops that you've got, designed to be hard wearing, designed to take a bit of battering, designed to be stain resistant. And there are so many options that you can pick from for these tops. And look at how big it is. I love the U shape that you've got in here. And this for me, the fact that I can open up drawers on either side of the kitchen, stand in the middle, still have plenty of space to be able to move around. And also, if you had the kids laying out the table or something for you, you've still got the space to be able to move around. I think this is really beautifully laid out. Couple of inset little floating shelves up there for additional storage, and there is so much storage. You've got storage in these cupboards, you've got storage over the top of the actual cookers. All of the appliances are integrated Bosch appliances that you've got. So you've got your cooker, you've got the built-in fridge and freezer, you've got the ovens there included, and I like this as well. Nice little hidey hole for the bin and the recycling. You don't have to have any ugly bins out kind of cluttering up the kitchen or anything like that. Something else that they've put in this kitchen, which they haven't really featured very much before, a wine fridge that comes included. You could have a couple of friends round. You could be doing a couple of little wine tastings from your chilled whites or your bubbles, something like that. But likewise, this could also be a perfect breakfast bar space. Now, we do just have 2 breakfast bar stalls in here, but you could quite happily fit 4 in here, making it a very nice, informal dining experience. Or if it's a quick dinner or something with the kids, this for me works beautifully, works really well. But then you've got that formal dining space on the other side. And we've got a 6-seater table here, but if you wanted to, you could probably squeeze in a little bit of a bigger table. But personally, I think this fits the space just really, really beautifully. You've also got a little bit of a utility room off the side here as well. So instead of having to worry about where you're going to put the washing machine, the tumble dryer, they're kept out the way. Plenty of storage in here as well. So if you wanted to put all your detergents and things up there, you can. You've got extra storage in this entire walk-in cupboard, which if you wanted to, you could turn that into a additional pantry storage if you really did cook an awful lot. Could be all your baking goods or something like that. Space to hang up your mops, your brooms, and you've got direct access to outside, maybe where you'll put the wheelie bins or something. If we move through, you can see that you've got that big set of double doors that were leading me in from the garden, which you could completely open up in the summertime. So a nice barbecue open air experience, great for a party. But another nice tall, it's called a featured window, allowing lots of natural light into the space, which I like because it makes it feel nice and open. But let's take a look at what we've got on the rest of the downstairs. So I was talking about storage. So much storage in the kitchen, brilliant, love that, in the utility room. But we do have an understairs space here. Now, this is where you can also access all of the underfloor heating paraphernalia, gubbins, whatever you want to call it, because we do have underfloor heating throughout the entire downstairs, which is all zonal as well. So you can control every single room. But that storage down here comes all the way down to here. So if you needed additional space for suitcases, extra boots, kids' sports bags, your gym bags, the mountains of trainers or anything like that, this would be for me an ideal additional bit of storage. Quite happy to put some shelving in there as well. Downstairs, WC is just opposite, and to be honest, it's a really big downstairs toilet. You've even got plenty of space inside if you wanted additional shoe storage or something like that in there. So a nice usable space, but it's this, the entrance hallway, that I kind of want to talk about, because we didn't get to come in through that front door. And look, this is a big, grand front door, and it is incredibly well insulated as well. That's something Stonewood really pride themselves on, is their EPC ratings, which are all A for their homes. So a nice kind of big, open, grand space that you've got here. We all love the idea of a Victorian house, something like that, with big high ceilings, but we know the problems that come with those homes. So having a nice big tall ceiling, but in a modern build with contemporary feeling and all of the contemporary functionality inside is fab, because, you know, I could have the kids, the dog, boots, shoes, everything can be tidied away, and you haven't got to come home from work and feel like you're cramming yourself in. But when you come in and turn right, you come into this room, a really well-proportioned living space. So something that I want to draw your attention to in this room particularly is the style, the vibe of what they've gone for, because what they've actually done is team up with a company called Design 7 from Bath, and they are incredibly cautious and careful with what they choose, the colours that they pick, but also the soft furnishings. They really focus on sustainability, so they try to reuse different items from various different show homes to create this. But what you've got in here is an incredibly relaxing space. For me, I'd love to have a record player over there, come in here of an evening, put some music on, and not even worry about having a TV in here. because if you actually have a look around, there is no TV in here. But don't worry, because on the other side here, there is all of the actual sockets and plug-in points if you wanted just skyboxes and stuff like that, that's perfectly capable. You've got beautiful big feature windows at the front as well, which allow a lot of natural light in, but also I like how they've kept everything in proportion because of those high ceilings. If they'd gone for smaller windows or 2 windows, it wouldn't have quite worked very well for me, but keeping that big feature makes a big difference. But let's take a bit more of an explore and see what the bedrooms are like upstairs. Just before I go upstairs, obviously, I'm going to use this little perch to take my shoes off, but I also wanted to draw your attention to the flooring. So one, you've got a selection of Cardine flooring that you could go for. They've got a huge variety of colours. They've gone for quite a light kind of oak natural colour in here, which I think really blends with that Scandi feel. But this is also underfloor heating and it's zonal. So you can control every room by using the digital displays to set those temperatures however you want them to be. So if you know you're not going to be in the utility room that much, you might keep it a little bit lower. Also, the skirting boards they've kept are incredibly neutral lines. So nice long straight lines, which keep that kind of contemporary feel, but allow us to, or allow you, I should say, to put your own kind of statement onto the home however you want. Now, when we go upstairs, we obviously change into carpets, and this is the Cormar Sensations range that we've got, and there's a huge variety of carpet colours that you can pick as well. And I do love a soft plush new carpet. Now, when you come upstairs, you've got all of your bedroom options. Now, this is a 4-bed property, but we've got one of the rooms set up as a study, and I'm going to show you that one last. But the first one we're going to look at is this one at the front, which has been set up as a kid's bedroom. This is a big space that you've got in here. We've got bunk beds in here, so this is perfect. You've got additional space at the end of the bunk beds as well. So if you wanted more storage, if you wanted to have 2 little desks in here, you absolutely could. I mean, even I can sit down and fit in here, and I think my colouring was pretty good before, Tom. I don't know what you think. Admittedly, I think you kind of ruined that with some of the scribble lines. But we've got a clothes rail kind of open in here, which is great, functional. However, you don't really need to do that in this room because it already has masses of storage in the fact that you've got this enormous big cupboard already in here. So you could quite happily put some shelves in here, a couple of hanging rails in there if you wanted to. So it does really suit itself for maybe twins or something like that. But let's take a look at what we've been arguing as to which is the primary suite. We'll allow you to decide. So this is the first of the main bedrooms that we've got, and a really big sizable bedroom. You can see that this one's actually got built-in wardrobes here as well, and they are nice and deep, these wardrobes. So ample storage space, storage at the top, and you can see gooding that you've got in there. Storage if you wanted t-shirts, hats, bags, anything like that. And you've also got another wardrobe on the side. And we all know, if this was me and my wife, we know I'm being relegated to the single, but that's what it is. But you've got another great feature in this bedroom as well, which is a Juliet balcony that you've got on the other side, which is just a wonderful added extra feature that you wouldn't normally see in a show home, but something that I think is really fantastic. Even if this was being used as your guest's bedroom, what a wonderful little extra treat for them. And again, I love the styling that we've gone for in here. These rustic kind of tones mixed in with this light Scandinavian feel to the wood. I just feel very comfortable, very relaxed, very tranquil in this bedroom. But let's go and check out the rest of the floor. Now upstairs you can see that we've changed from the underfloor heating to these radiators. Now they are all connected to the air source heat pump system that we have in new build homes. But you'll also notice above me there is a hatch. Now that hatch allows you access to the inverters which are connected to the solar panels on the roof, which is also a wonderful system that comes into your property. So that's going to give you a little bit more power, and also means that you haven't necessarily going to have those high bills that we're expecting. Straight off the first 2 bedrooms that we saw though, we've now got the main bathroom. I love this bathroom. It's a nice size, ample for the family to be able to use. You've got a rainfall shower head and a separate hose shower attachment. But what I really like is where the controls are. Because we've all done it. When you go to put the shower on and you're doing the reach game of not and dodge, am I going to get soaked? But you don't have to do that because the controls are all right here. How fantastic. And also you can see that they've even cut in a niche for you as well. If you were to try and do something like that in a pre-existing property, that probably means you're going to be moving pipework around, all manners of headaches, but they've done all that hard work for you and given you a nice bit of style. In this cupboard here is actually your boiler and water tank that's all included in there. I mean, there is a little bit of space in there, maybe for some extra bedding if you wanted to. You can also notice as well that all of the doors are these 5-panel doors, which match the front door downstairs. I like that, small feature, but really worth noting. But let's check out this study room, which I love the style of this as well. I think that couch, for me, is a really great feature, because if you wanted to have, and you are working from home, you've got a nice view out of this window. And by the way, again, big windows, allowing that natural light in, but also it just keeps balance in here. And I like the fact that you can have a bit of workspace, but if you needed an additional bedroom, this could be a futon or something. So you've got that space, but also if you did ever have to have a meeting from home or something like that, a really usable functional space that you've got. But likewise, if you wanted to keep it as a bedroom or a nursery, it would work for that as well. But let's go and check out the final room, the primary suite. And here we are in the primary suite. One of the things I'm going to point out first of all is I was chatting with the developers when we were walking around, and they actually said that they've done a few different things in some of the other homes that are available. So for example, one of the other things that they tried changing was actually moving this wall. They moved this wall back ever so slightly and then actually put built-in wardrobes into this room as well, and then removed the built-in wardrobes from the other bedroom. So just different subtleties, but playing around. But this room is beautiful in size. You've got wonderful double bed in here, space for a vanity, you've got chest of drawers in here, more than enough space for you as a bedroom. And then of course you've got the ensuite in here as well. In here, I wanted to draw your attention to the actual tiles that we've got. So these are porcelanosa tiles that we've got in this bathroom and in the main bathroom and downstairs in the toilet as well. You've got walk-in shower here with that rainfall shower head. You've also got the extra hose attachment, and you can see you've also got a niche cut into the ensuite shower as well. A little something extra that I quite like is all of these brushed steel finishes that you've got all around the home, all of the handles, the push plate, you've got the taps, everything. I like how everything ties together quite seamlessly. But between the two bedrooms, I suppose you've just got to decide how you would best use this in your home, whether you would rather your guests have the ensuite so they feel a little bit more self-contained, a bit more like they're in a hotel, or whether or not you would rather have that and then give them the additional storage so they could hang up their things, or a spare room, or a teenager. I'll leave that up to you to decide. Well, that's it. You've seen everything. Let us know in the comments what you think. And if you are interested in this property, or you think you might be interested in any of the others on this development, all the information will be in the box below. We'll catch you in the next one.
Hello New Build Show, I'm Millie, and today we are exploring Stonewood's latest development, the Old Timber Yard here in Wiltshire.